For more than 50 years, a talking Great Dane and a group of mystery-solving teenagers have become one of the most recognizable icons in animation history. But Scooby-Doo's story isn't just about a long-running cartoon. It's a story shaped by cultural change, Saturday morning competition, unexpected reinventions, controversial characters, and a franchise that simply refuses to die. From its debut in 1969 to live-action films, internet memes, and modern reinterpretations, Scooby-Doo has survived every era of television. Today, we're exploring the complete history of Scooby-Doo and how this simple mystery formula became one of the most enduring animated universes ever created. Chapter 1: The Birth of Scooby-Doo, 1969. The late 1960s were a strange time for animation. Parents were worried about TV violence, networks were panicking, and the government was beginning to pressure broadcasters to tone things down. Hanna-Barbera, the studio behind The Flintstones and Yogi Bear, was asked to create a kid-friendly show built around mystery, not fighting. Originally, the show was darker, more serious, more suspenseful. The teens were detectives, and the dog barely existed. But CBS executives pushed back. They wanted something sillier, something softer, something with more personality. The dog, who was originally named Too Much, evolved into a Great Dane sidekick who could help lighten the tone. His final name came from an unlikely source, Frank Sinatra's ad-libbed "Doobie-Doobie-Doo" in the song Strangers in the Night. And just like that, Scooby-Doo was born. The show premiered on September 13, 1969, under the title Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Few people realized they were witnessing the start of a cultural phenomenon. Chapter 2, Where Are You? Makes history. The original series established everything we now consider classic Scooby-Doo. The abandoned mansions, foggy forests, the spooky chase scenes, and of course, villains disguised as monsters. The formula was simple but addictive. But here's the surprising part. The entire original run consisted of just 2 seasons and 25 episodes. Even so, it became one of the most iconic cartoons of the era, dominating Saturday mornings and launching decades of reruns. Chapter 3: The 1970s, Scooby takes over TV. In the 1970s, Scooby-Doo exploded. Hanna-Barbera realized they had a hit on their hands, and suddenly, Scooby wasn't just a show, he was an entire programming block. The new Scooby-Doo movies debuted in 1972, featuring 1-hour episodes with celebrity guests: Batman and Robin, the Harlem Globetrotters, Don Knotts, even Laurel and Hardy. These crossovers were bizarre, but kids loved them. Next came the Scooby-Doo Show, Scooby's All-Star Laugh Olympics, and other spin-offs that pushed the brand deeper into pop culture. Scooby was so successful that he inspired a wave of copycat mystery shows. But competition wasn't Scooby's biggest challenge. The real trouble would come from inside the franchise. Chapter 4: The Scrappy-Doo Era. By the late 70s, ratings were slipping. The network worried that Scooby-Doo was becoming predictable. The solution? Introduce a new character, Scrappy-Doo. Brave, loud, hyperactive, and very, very divisive. At first, Scrappy worked, ratings improved. But as the years went on, the show drifted away from mysteries entirely. Chase scenes became slapstick. Ghosts were no longer unmasked criminals. They just existed because the show thought it was funnier that way. Fred, Velma, and Daphne disappeared for long stretches. Many longtime fans call this the franchise's identity crisis. But love him or hate him, Scrappy kept Scooby alive during a period when the show could have easily disappeared forever. Chapter 5: The Quiet Years and TV Specials. After Scrappy's popularity faded, Scooby-Doo slowly vanished from television. Instead of ongoing series, the franchise survived through TV movies and specials. These were cheesy, strange, and nothing like the original formula. But they kept the brand alive at a time when new animation was changing rapidly. Behind the scenes, Warner Bros. Began preparing something bigger, something that would completely reinvent Scooby-Doo for the modern age. Chapter 6: The Rebirth, Zombie Island. 1998's Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island marked the franchise's first major reinvention. Higher budget, more mature tone, better animation, a more serialized storyline, and, for the first time ever, the monsters were real. This wasn't just another goofy adventure. This was a modern animated movie with genuine danger and emotional stakes. Fans loved it, critics loved it, and most importantly, it revived the entire franchise. Zombie Island kicked off a golden streak of direct-to-video films like Alien Invasion and Cyber Chase. Each one brought back the classic mystery gang, ditching the Scrappy era and returning to the formula that made the show famous. Scooby-Doo was officially back. Chapter 7: 2000s Reinventions. The early 2000s introduced Scooby-Doo to a brand new generation. In 2002, the first live-action movie premiered. These films introduced millions of new fans to the franchise. On television, Scooby returned with What's New? Scooby-Doo. This series modernized the gang, updated the tech, and brought the show back to mystery-solving roots. Then came Shaggy and Scooby-Doo Get a Clue, which shifted focus to just two characters. It was, let's just say, not universally loved. But change was coming, and this time, it would be huge. Chapter 8: The Modern Era. In 2010, Mystery Incorporated debuted, and it became the most critically acclaimed Scooby-Doo series ever made. It introduced a serialized storyline, strong character development, and a genuine overarching mystery. This was Scooby-Doo for an older audience, and fans still consider it the franchise's peak. After that came Be Cool, Scooby-Doo, a comedic, stylized redesign that split audiences but developed a cult following. Then Scooby-Doo and Guess Who? A spiritual successor to the 1972 celebrity team-ups. Through movies, crossovers, reboots, memes, and more, Scooby-Doo continues to adapt to every generation. And that raises the question, how has Scooby-Doo survived for over half a century? The answer is simple. Scooby-Doo never stops changing, but never forgets what makes it Scooby-Doo. From a simple Saturday morning cartoon to a multimedia giant, from hand-painted cells to CGI feature films, Scooby-Doo has remained a rare constant in pop culture. For more than 50 years, the formula has survived because it still works. A mystery, a masked villain, and a lovable dog who accidentally saves the day. And as long as people love spooky stories, playful monsters, and unmasking the truth, Scooby-Doo will continue to evolve with each generation. Thanks for watching, and stick around, because next time we're ranking every Scooby-Doo TV series from worst to best.